Welcome to Tribune News on Q, your go-to afternoon news source, only here at the Daily Tribune. We're live at Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Daily Tribune PH on YouTube, and the Daily Tribune Official on TikTok. For today's headlines. PhilHealth will raise maternity coverage from April 30th, increasing payouts for normal and cesarean deliveries to ease costs for Filipino mothers. The NBI will present findings in Congress on alleged threats involving Vice President Sara Duterte, linked to ongoing impeachment proceedings. Lawmakers cite AMLC findings on flag transactions linked to Attorney Manscarpio stressing transparency amid money laundering concerns. Former lawmaker Mike Defensor denies involvement in a hotel raid linked to trafficking, calling it political harassment as probes continue. Donald Trump claims King Charles agrees Iran must not develop nuclear weapons during a White House state dinner discussion. Maynilad posts a 10.3% income increase in the first quarter, driven by higher water demand and improved operational efficiency. Naoya Inoue faces Junto Nakatani in a historic all-Japanese title bout, both undefeated in a highly anticipated Tokyo showdown. Ariana Grande confirms her 8th album Petal set for July release, marking a new era during her ongoing tour. Today is April 29th, 2026, Wednesday, and I'm Eliana Lacap bringing you today's top stories. Let's get started. President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. announced the expansion of PhilHealth's maternity benefits, set to take effect on April 30th. In a video message, Marcos said the program will provide higher coverage for both normal and cesarean deliveries, along with improved perinatal and postnatal care. Normal delivery benefits will increase from 9,750 to 29,000 pesos. Meanwhile, coverage for cesarean cases will rise from 37,000 pesos to between 58,000 and 62,000 pesos. The administration says the move aims to ease the financial burden on Filipino mothers. Now, the National Bureau of Investigation is set to appear before the House Justice Committee on Wednesday to present findings on its probe into alleged threats made by Vice President Sara Duterte against President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. and others. NBI Director Melvin Matibag and several agents attended the hearing in connection with the ongoing impeachment proceedings. The probe stems from Duterte's 2024 remarks about an alleged assassination plot, which he later clarified was not a threat but a statement on security concerns. The NBI had earlier recommended filing a complaint against her in 2025. Meanwhile, House Committee on Justice Chairperson Gervil Luistro said the complaint filed by Attorney Manscarpio was an admission of billions of pesos in financial transactions flagged by the Anti-Money Laundering Council. The AMLC earlier reported 630 large transactions linked to Carpio and Vice President Sara Duterte from 2005 to 2026, each worth at least 500,000 pesos. Carpio's lawyer argued the inclusion of his client violated privacy rights under the bank's secrecy law. Luistro, however, said the filing confirmed the AMLC findings and stressed the transparency is essential in holding officials accountable for potential money laundering concerns. The former Congressman Mike Defensor has distanced himself from commenting on the raid of a Pasig City hotel allegedly linked to his family, saying his lawyers advised him not to speak amid ongoing human trafficking allegations. Defensor claimed the operation is part of a broader political crackdown on government critics and insisted that law enforcement is being used to intimidate dissenters. Authorities earlier rescued 54 women during the raid, which led to the hotel's closure. The NBI has recommended the filing of charges, stressing that due process will be observed as investigations continue. Now, U.S. President Donald Trump said King Charles III does not want Iran to acquire a nuclear weapon, as he raised the issue during a state dinner at the White House for the visiting British monarch. Trump said the U.S. has militarily defeated its opponents and vowed it will never be allowed to develop nuclear arms, adding that Charles agrees with him. The comments came amid heightened Middle East tensions and strained U.S.-UK ties over the Iran conflict. Buckingham Palace has not responded to the remarks, while Iran continues to deny seeking nuclear weapons for military use. Now, Maynilad Water Services reported a 10.3% increase in net income to 4.4 billion pesos in the first quarter, driven by higher billed water volume and customer growth. Revenue rose to 6.2% to 9.1 billion pesos, while EBITDA climbed to 7.6% to 6.5 billion pesos. The improved margins with the company said the service reliability and infrastructure investments supported performance, with capital expenditures reaching 5.4 billion pesos. Billed connections and water consumption also increased, while non-revenue water dropped to 30.7%. Maynilad further expanded its wastewater and sanitation services and as demand continued to rise across its coverage areas. The Philippine stocks closed higher on April 29th, with the PSEI rising to 0.71% to 5,908.35, while the Austrias index gained 0.66% to 3,342.45. Sectoral performance was mostly positive, led by services, industrials, property, and mining, and oil, while holding firms slipped slightly. Financials posted modest gains. Among the most active stocks, ICT led advances, followed by MER and AP, while CNPF was the lone decliner in the list. Japan's Naoya Inoue will defend his undisputed super bantamweight title against unbeaten countryman Junto Nakatani on Saturday at a sold-out Tokyo Dome. Both fighters entered the historic bout with perfect 32-0 records in what is being billed as the biggest boxing match in Japanese history. Inoue, known as the Monster, will face a height and reach disadvantage against the younger, taller Nakatani, nicknamed Big Bang. Inoue says he understands his rival's style and is fully prepared, while Nakatani vows he is in peak condition. Both fighters aim to prove themselves as the sport's top pound-for-pound boxer. Now, pop star Eliana Grande has confirmed the release of her 8th studio album titled Petal, set to drop on July 31st. She revealed the announcement on Instagram along with the album's cover art and release date. Petal will arrive during her Eternal Sunshine tour, marking her first tour in 7 years. The black and white artwork shows Grande without her signature ponytail, hinting at a new era. Described as a project about growth through challenges, the album features 12 tracks and reunites her with producer Ilya Samdehe, who worked on her previous hit record, Eternal Sunshine. Now, Tribune, did you know in 1975, the final phase of the Vietnam War, evacuation began as North Vietnamese forces advanced towards Saigon. The U.S.-led Operation Frequent Wind launched one of the largest helicopter evacuations in history, airlifting thousands of people from the city. As chaos unfolded, aircraft continuously flew from rooftops and designated sites to rescue civilians, diplomats, and military personnel. The operation marked the collapse of South Vietnam's capital and the end of the U.S. involvement in the war's final stage, as Allied forces rushed to ensure safe evacuation under mounting pressure. Viral now on TikTok is a video uploaded by @Ali Frances showing her entry in the 6th frame trend. The video drew mixed reactions from netizens, with some even commenting, "Paano nanghihingi ng hostisya and the harmony is harming us?" Let's watch this.
Watch me, party on you, yeah. Party on you, party on you, party on, 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 party on you, party on you,
And that's all for now. Join us again at 4:30 p.m. still here on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, the Tribune PH on YouTube, but the Daily Tribune Official on TikTok. Once again, I'm Eliana Lacap, and this has been Tribune News on Q.